Hi everyone and welcome back to another makeup video. So today I'm testing out the Shein makeup collection known as She Glam. So I bought a few bits and bobs from there, so I thought I'd test it out today. I literally just got this in the mail a few hours ago, so literally this is the first impressions. So this is the makeup look I've created using these products. So yeah, excuse the hair, I've just got it in a short braid at the moment so it can be wavy for later on. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed. Follow me on Instagram as well, the link is in the description below. But yeah, so yeah, without further ado, let's try on the She Glam makeup. So, first thing I bought from Shein was this sponge. What I quite like about this sponge, is the reason I chose this one out of all of them, because there's a big selection, is it actually comes with, oh my god, does it fit? It comes with its own little case, just like that. However, now that I've put made it damp, it's too big for the case, so that backfired on me a little bit. It's the only reason I bought it. Actually, no, if you really squish it in, it does. That's fine. Okay, we're back to really liking this. Actually, prices. Sorry if you can hear a noise downstairs, by the way. Obviously, we're all working from home, so there's a few people on meetings downstairs. So yeah, this sponge cost me $1.99, so if it's good, that's an absolute bargain. Okay, so if you've seen my Shein haul, you'll know that I've always been, I'm really impressed with the packaging. Same goes with this. So here is the foundation. So the one that I bought was the Shein'S Silky Ultra Wear Foundation, and this cost £4.12. So I think there was primers but I didn't buy any primers, so I've already put primer and stuff on my face. So this is in the shade beige. From memory, the range wasn't very extensive. I think they have just 4 shades. So this is what it looks like. This is how it comes. Glass bottle. Actually, I need to take this bit off. So this nice glass bottle, 40ml as well, which is quite a lot for foundation. I normally get about 30, so I think I'll just put this in the back of my hand. Okay, let's see how this goes. I've got my mirror right here, so I'm going to be looking this way quite often. It's nice so far. It seems like it's going to be, I think it isn't full coverage anyway. I mean, silky finish, which would suggest that it's not necessarily a full coverage but a buildable coverage. I'd say that looks pretty. It's definitely not a full coverage. Okay, the lighting has changed a bit, but I just found with the window curtains open, you could kind of, too many reflections going on and you can't see what's actually going on my face. Yeah, it's definitely not like a full coverage or the sponge is absorbing it. That's what I'll do. So I'll do this half of the face with this sponge and I'll change my normal sponge and see what the difference is. So I'll just quickly finish this side of the face. Okay, so that's this, well, okay, so that's this side of my face done with the sponge and the foundation, and honestly, it's not a bad colour actually, considering, you know, very shiny though, but the colour match isn't too bad. But I'm going to try it with my, as you can tell, it's a bit old, but the biggest difference is this is very firm, whereas this one's not. This is a Real Techniques one, so use the same technique again, back of the hand, and we'll see how we get on with the Real Techniques sponge, see if it's actually the sponge that's absorbing the product rather than... Yes, I'm definitely using a lot, oh my god, definitely using a lot less product for this sponge. in order to get the same coverage, so maybe it's the sponge that's kind of taking away. Although even with that, it's still pretty similar. So it's definitely not a full coverage, but it's very buildable texture. Overall, I really like this. It's a very good match to my skin colour. I definitely look like I've got more coverage on this side of my face. So we're just gonna... Okay, moving on, we're gonna use concealer. So the concealer that I bought was the Eye Candy Pro Long Wear Concealer in the shade 201 Finland. So this is how it comes. It's quite, again, nice packaging, seems quite expensive. So I paid £1.64 for this concealer. So I'm used to ones that have a stick, so I don't know how I'm going to go ahead and do this. Should I still got a bit of foundation on the back of my hand? I'm just going to get rid of the excess foundation on the back of my hand. Let's try... So I popped some concealer on the back of my hand. Don't know how this will work. I'm just going to stick with my Real Techniques brush, I think. Or actually no, I'll do Real Techniques on this side. Sugar. I think that might have been a bit too much. Interesting. Yeah, see with this, I feel like I'm not getting as much, I don't know if control's the right word? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm just gonna, like, I feel like because I can maneuver this sponge a lot better, I can actually get into like the nooks and crannies of my face. So because I am so shiny, I'm going to powder my face now. So we're going to go in with this She Glam Pearl White Loose Powder. But how cute, by the way, it comes with a puff. Also this puff, that's so soft. I have high hopes for this. Oh my gosh. Can you see this big puff of smoke? I think I'm just going to use the puff. Yeah, because I'm a puff person now. Do you know what I'm really sad about though? Because I'm going to do this and this is not going to be white anymore, which is kind of a shame. Oh my god, this is... this kind of gets everywhere, by the way. I mean, it's doing a good job at mattifying my face, but yeah, my concealer hasn't done a very good job at like covering up my black circles under my eyes. Okay, I honestly don't know how I feel about this. I actually think the powder's fine. I just think it's the foundation underneath. It's not done a very good job at covering my face, and by pushing the powder on here, it's kind of showing it. To be honest, this foundation is quite nice, but I'm not the biggest fan of powdering my face this much, so I don't know. I think it looks fine on camera, but in real life it looks a bit... I think I'm going to do eyebrows now. So I went with an eyebrow pencil because I quite like the more natural look. It's very similar to my Revolution one, but what I quite like is, so it's a pencil here but it's got a brush and a pencil on opposite sides, but it actually says what side the brush is on and what side the pencil's on, because that's my biggest annoyance of the other one, my, what was I trying to say, my Revolution one, is that it doesn't actually say, which is a big problem for me because I always open the wrong side. So I'll just spoolie up my brows. I'm not going to do too much to them, I just want to fill in. I don't tend to do much these days. Oh, I should have said, by the way, so the powder was £2.88, so I guess I can't complain. Like, it's not done a bad job, I just think, does anyone else find that when they do their foundation it's fine and they put powder on and suddenly, like, I think unfortunately it does kind of take away a bit of the product that's on, so yeah, that was £2.88, and then the brow pencil that I'm using just now was £1.23. Bearing in mind with Shein, they often have sales on, or deals, or coupons, so the prices I'm telling you are the prices I got it for with the coupons that I used. So I don't know how I'm talking and doing this, by the way. This is a skill, an art. Honestly, I think this is quite good. It's like a very thin pencil, so I quite like a thin pencil, especially if you're just filling in sparse areas. So we're just gonna keep going on with the face at the moment. So the story behind this, I was basically trying to keep this down to like as minimum amount of products as possible, because you know you don't want it to be a waste of money if you don't love it. By the way, this is quite nice. I'm opening up this palette here and the protective sheet's actually stuck on, which is a good idea because they always fall off, don't they? Yeah, so behind this was, obviously doing my face, kind of want like a bronzer, a blusher, and then a highlight. I was like, no, I want to make this as inexpensive as possible, so I found this palette. Now this is technically a highlighting palette, but as you can see in here, it's got this lovely colour here which is very much like a bronze or colour, and this could be like a highlight blush kind of idea. So I think I'm just going to try this and then I'm going to see what happens. Oh, it looks quite pigmented on the brush, like it's taken a lot of product anyway. Let's see how this, no mirror, it's my only. I honestly don't even know this is the best brush to use either, but we're here. I might have to swap brushes. I feel like it looks a lot better on the camera than it does. However, I think that's doing a pretty good job. So as you can tell, like I've made a bit of a mess with all of this. I might do this just to try and fix that. So what I'm going to do is, we're going to keep this there, put that there. I'm going to do a mini bake. Not on for long, just enough so I can, God, that really does like fly out to use it. So I'm just going to go back in with my powder, get the brush that I normally would use. Oh, this is going to be a problem. It literally won't pick up any of the product. I'm really trying so hard to like this powder, but it's not doing it very. We're just gonna move on. We're just gonna keep going. So I'm thinking blush highlight. So going in with my blusher brush, I'm just going to pick up the product, tap off the excess, and just very lightly that's quite, now that's okay. Unfortunately, I just think it's actually not the product's fault. I think unfortunately for me, I'm not the biggest fan of the foundation that I've put on. I thought I was until I put powder on it. But no. I'm not going to highlight because obviously I've put it on this, but actually no, I will highlight, screw it. I'm going to put the tiniest bit of highlight on purely because I've already got highlight, but just, you know, add to that. To my nose, and then obviously temples to bring back the sheen. So this is what we look like so far. I think I've recovered this quite nicely, and I'm actually starting to like it. Oh, how much was that palette? No, it was £2.88, but it was £4.99. So I think they had a deal on, was a buy two get one half price, something like that. So we're gonna keep going. With what? I don't know. Right, let's do eyes. So I didn't buy mascara from Shein because one, I don't need the mascara, two, I really like the mascara I've got, and it was just about, you know, I use the Maybelline mascara and it's just about swings and roundabouts, isn't it, for price wise. So by the way, how beautiful is this palette here? I mean, is that not the, I mean, it's not even the eyeshadows, just how stunning is this? And then inside, I'll just peel off, again this is stuck, so the protective bit is stuck. But how gorgeous is this palette? I mean, how gorgeous. I think I'm definitely going to use this New Moon colour right there. Okay, so I think for this I'm going to use Dusk, what's that say? Serene and New Moon. So these three today. Do you want me to zoom you in for, okay, I'll zoom in for the eyes. Hello. That's a bit terrifyingly close. Okay, so we're going to start off with Dusk, as I said before. Again, this has no mirror in it, but it's okay. Okay, pigment looks pretty good on the brush so far. I'm going to really concentrate on keeping my face here. So I'm just going to take this, sort of blend it in the crease and outwards. This is a lot darker than I thought it was going to be, but you know what, I don't really mind. Goes on really nicely, blends really nicely. I'm using my Jessup 227 Luxe Soft Definer brush, in case anyone was wondering what I'm using. I mean, I'm impressed with that. I'm very impressed with these. Well, I've used one, but I'm very impressed. Okay, so then I'm going to take a slightly more dense brush and I'm going to go in with Serene. And we're going to take Serene into the crease line. Just going to pop it in the outer corner and then right in to the crease, just to add definition to that. And then I'm going to take the brush that I just used for the shade before and just use that to blend them together. Dang. Okay, so now that we've done that, I'm going to do something. So I'm going in with New Moon. I'm going to take a brush for the first. I'm just going to place that on the lid. I mean, I am so impressed with this. I'm just going to take that brush that we used for Serene just to darken up the outer corners, and I love that. Wow, that's amazing. Wow. I've done the same for the other eye, and I'm honestly so impressed with these. I'm so impressed with these. Okay, I got eyeliner. So this is the eyeliner I got. Never mind. So I got this eyeliner. Oh my gosh, wow. It's got like a little diamond on top. And it's literally just this pen, liquid liner, and I'm just going to use that just to give myself some definition along the upper lash line. I really thought about doing a flick, but I'm not feeling that risky. Honestly, that's a pretty good liquid liner. Not much I can say about a liner. It's a liner, but it's actually quite easy to control. I know I've only done like a little bit, but I found that actually if I wanted to do a wing, I probably could have done one quite easy. Because what I find with liquid liners is they sometimes just get everywhere. Okay, so I didn't get mascara, but I did get some lashes, and honestly, there I could probably got better lashes, but I just picked up these lashes here. Honestly, I'm very much into the cutting them in half and just having a little lash on the outer edge, so that is what, I can't open it, but that is what I'm going to do today. So I'm just gonna pop some mascara on and glue my lashes, and I will be back in a minute. Okay, so all I've done is popped some mascara and some lashes on. So these are the lashes. All I've done is I've just cut them in half and stuck them on the ends, and I feel like they give just a nice natural lift to the lashes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that Serene colour. I'm just going to stick that along the lower lash line just to again add some definition to the eye. So now I've put that eyeshadow on the bottom lashes, I'm just going to put some mascara on. Okay, so now that the eyes are done, last thing we have left is lips. So I bought from Sheglam the Nude Liquid Lipstick from their Stay Wild collection. I can't get into it though, so. I didn't pick up a liner because I didn't have a liner that I like the colour of, so I'm just going to quickly line my lips. So I'll show you this first. So I mean, how cute is the packaging? So I've just quickly lined my lips with MAC's Whirl lip liner. We'll just take this liquid lipstick and just fill them in. Damn. It's definitely pigmented, isn't it? I'm just going to pat it in. I quite like that. Okay. I actually think that's fine. Minus the lipstick on my teeth. Okay. Rolling with it. Yeah, I honestly think that lipstick is pretty decent for, because it is a matte lipstick, so it's drying. I can feel it drying, so. Okay, 100% would get the eyeshadow palette, 100% would get that. I'm definitely going back to get the other colours. They had loads of lovely palettes, so there's definitely something for everyone there. I like the liquid lipstick quite a lot. It's dried quite nicely. I usually prefer more of a nude lip than this, however, so colour range. Highlighting palette, yes, recommend that 100%. I think I've managed to fix my more muddy looking skin. Eyelashes, eyeliner, 100% recommend them. Foundation and concealer, They have other ones on the website which may be better, but I was just very shiny until I put powder on. Powder again, I don't think I will be using that again because I choked on it multiple times. So, but overall, here is the look for She Glam. I'm actually really impressed, and again, I had loads of other things I never bought. But overall, you can't complain, can you, for the money I spent? Just quickly, while I remember, I didn't say the eyeshadow palette was £4.12 that I paid for, and the lipstick was £2.88. So that's like nothing. You know how, I mean, if you wear makeup like I do, you know that the prices it can cost. So yeah, this is the final makeup look. Yeah, let me know what you think of She Glam if you're going to be buying anything. I'm quite impressed with it, to be honest, and for the price you can't really go wrong. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.